Hey there, Ray from Bridge Marina, doing a walkthrough and review and a wet test here on this 2024 H1 from Four Winds, which is, nominally a 20-foot deep V bow rider. Really classic look. This is a redesign for Four Winds. We've had these in our fleet for a couple years. I gotta be honest, this is a really cool, smaller boat. I say smaller because it's 20 feet and it really has a lot of space in it for its size. It's a great boat for something like Lake Hopatcong, Greenwood Lake, or if you're maybe down to the shore with some inshore stuff. This is a great all-around boat. It is a deep V, so it has a great ride. It's a good amount of folks for its size, and really it's just a great layout. But I'm sitting here from the bow already, and I don't know if you noticed, it's pretty comfy. Not the biggest bow I've ever seen, because again, it's a 20-foot boat. It is a deep V. When I get to the aft cockpit, you're gonna see, where all the space is on the boat. But certainly comfortable seating for two. I'm kind of using this I'm turned around looking at the stern right now because they put combing around the entire forward cockpit, so you can literally sit almost any position and your back is rather comfortable. And right now I'm facing towards the stern and this is pretty comfortable. But if I were to turn around, put it in a more traditional position, and again, if you've watched any of these videos, you probably know how tall I am. Just about 5'11", and I certainly could take two of me and sit here and we don't have to play footsies, which is pretty comfortable. And it really it's a deep bow. You notice this is hitting me on my shoulder blades or below, and I just really feel sort of enveloped by this bow area. Grab handles here. I've got a set of cup holders here. The seats are rather comfy. It feels pretty good, I gotta be honest. And I've been up on the bow of this boat underway. It's a fine ride and it's a comfortable spot. It is not the widest bow, so I do notice if we have two of us up here, like we got to take turns to exit to the stern. But otherwise, it's great. Decent amount of storage, not as much as I'd like to see. Again, this is a pretty deep V, so I can only get about 3 or 4 life jackets under each seat, which is a little disappointing because they could have opened this up a little bit more. But they were trying to make space for cup holders up here, and so it's not the largest storage up here. Same with the anchor locker, which I'm not a huge fan of this anchor locker because in order to deploy my anchor, I've got to come up over my seats. It is large, it will fit a lot of tackle, but in order to take it in and out, I do have to bring it up over my seats. I'm not a big fan of this design. I would have much preferred something up here in the bow, but I guess they had to give, because if they had the storage up here, this would have really shortened the bow area. Flip side, it's easy in and out of this boat when you're at a dock, because it's really a quick step and up onto the dock. It does have our cleats up here, which are nice. They do make retractable for these, although I'm not a big fan of retractable cleats personally, because I just find it's one more thing I have to go after when I'm trying to tie a line real quick. I prefer these standard cleats that don't pop up. Guess why I'm here? Let me talk about the windscreen. Four Winds does make a really solid windscreen. This one's kind of angled back to give this boat a pretty sexy look. Nice and wide, and here's where the space is on this boat. And this aft cockpit, again, 20-foot boat, and it's big. This is a large area back here. This aft area easily seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, 8 people. That's a lot of seating. I mean, granted, if we put 8 people back here, it'd be a little bit tight, but it does have the seats for it all. Wide enough, most comfortable enough to kind of spread out here. Nice cup holders recessed here in our seat backs. I also see some charging ports back here. This is rather comfortable. Over here on the co-captain's chair, this does flip back and forth. So if we're doing water sports or something like that, I can have everybody sitting back here and watching folks with water sports, or if we're all hanging out here, I've got a nice conversation area here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people or so, which is, it's really nice. It's well designed and a lot of space. One of the things you'll notice, back to the space thing, is there's a lot of space between port and starboard seats so that, we literally can sit out here with multiple people. And again, we're not playing footsies. I like to put some grab handles in here. Again, cup holders abound. I like this flip-flop here, which is a great design. I love boats that do this because it just makes them more useful. When I come over here to the co-captain's chair, it's a nice spot. Sort of like the armrest here, but that works out pretty well too. That's pretty comfortable. Good amount of leg room in here. I have my little handle if I want it. And again, a cavernous entire compartment is its glove box. So I've got a lot of space in here, which is great. It's a nice, comfortable spot. And again, comfortable if I want to turn around, face my captain, or look aft. I like it because it's got full combing over here behind me, which is great. Before I hit the helm, let me go to the swim platform. And this does have a walk-through transom. Again, this is a removable cushion, which makes it easy to get to my swim platform. And again, this is a 20-foot boat, so there's only so much I can expect out here, but there's a lot of space. More than enough for me to get on off the boat, to use my swim ladder, which Four Winds is known for this deep reach swim ladder. Which again, if you look at that, that's going to go into the water, probably nearly 3.5 feet, which is great, which makes it easy to get on and off the boat. Stow that away. Once again, just a lot of space back here, removable ski tow pylon, which is great. Now, this is perfect for water sports. This one's powered by a 150 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke. We're gonna take this for a wet test and see how it runs. I believe you go up to 200 on this model. The 150 runs nice. 200 would really hustle on this boat. It's all hydraulic steering. These 150 4-strokes are great engines. I guess before I get to the helm, let me just show off some storage. Nice large storage here. Back, access to my batteries as well as a battery switch. More storage over here on the port side. Again, back here we have a nice little trash can, storage underneath it as well. And then a final storage spot here as well. And if you notice, it's all finished off. Take a look in there. All finished off storage. So now as we get up to the helm, make it really comfortable for the driver. I do feel like just tucked in here, which is great. I can see my heads-up display. This one just has a single Merc gauge, but you can equip it with 2. You could also have put in a SIMRAD on this. This one was not equipped with a GPS on it, but digital multifunction Merc gauge, depth finder, kicker, Bluetooth stereo, and all my accessories. Again, relatively simple boat. I have nav lights, courtesy lights, horn, bilge pump, all right here at the helm and easy to get to. Tilt steering, stereo switch over here on the starboard side, and my ignition. And of course, here's my throttles. We'll say could have used another armrest over here just to make it a little bit more comfortable, but we'll see how this feels when we're up and underway. But overall, I feel really good at this helm. Kind of see around really well. It does have the bolster, which is nice, which bumps me up, well above that windscreen. Gives me a really good field of vision. It's a nice boat. I'm looking forward. We'll take this thing for a ride. We'll do a little review with you, put it out in the water and run it through its paces and see how this thing performs. We're out in the water. We're gonna do our wet test, a review on this H1 with 150 horsepower Mercury. I'm just gonna pop at the plane, kind of running around. It's pretty quiet out here, so I got the lake to myself. But let's just see how this thing runs. So first I wanna pop up on plane, and it jumps right up on plane. We are about 60% of gas in here. It jumps right up on plane. And it's holding plane now at 15 miles an hour. So this is like our wakeboarding and or our tubing speed. It runs fine. I love the little rooster tail that it's making. Let's just pick this up and see how she runs. And I'm just gonna trim up as I'm throttling up. Yeah, nice giddy up. And it's running probably near top speed, which seems to be around 35 miles an hour. Just trimming it all the way out. Looks like we'll probably get 36 out of it. Feels rather confident. Now, you know, it's calm out here, so just slow down and take it into a corner, run back over our own waves and see how she is. And we're in that corner around 20, 22 miles an hour. I did have to adjust the trim, as you might imagine. Just running back through my own waves. Yeah, rather solid. Again, this is a deep V on this, so it certainly handles its own shock really well. Carves up the quarters really well. Not seen any cavitation yet. There we go, got a little bit right there. Running back through my own waves. Yeah, rather comfortable. Again, fun little boat, fun 20-foot boat. You know, this is probably the best part about some of our wet tests is you just kind of get out here and sort of have a good time with the boat. And it is rather fun as I get down to our cruising speed, you know, again around that, 20 mile an hour mark, which is where most people are spending their life. Confident, like I said, as far as power, just to goose it a little bit. There we go. It does have a good little punch to it that makes it fun. Again, we're only running 30-something, 33 miles an hour, but it feels peppy. It feels sporty. I can see over the bow without hopping up into my bolster. I'm running around 12 miles an hour. And this sort of be that full displacement mode you see a lot of people running at, making a pretty serious weight. I can still easily see over the bow, and again, I'm going 12 miles an hour on plane just about. I'm gonna pick up that speed just a little bit. Still comfortable. I'm not getting any porpoising at the bow. I'm gonna throttle it up again because it's just fun. Can't complain. Again, 20 foot, easily seating 8 people. These H1s look really sharp from an operator perspective. Really great running boat, easy to dock, easy to manage. If you're looking for a boat, of this type, reach out to us. This could be for you. We got tons of other ones as well. Or if maybe you're just looking to get some education or maybe some training or renting or maybe even joining our boating club where you can get into boats like this too, please reach out to us. We look forward to helping you over the winter and getting you on the water. See you soon.